Hi guys, it's Shade Melody here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be flipping around on a pole.
What did he say?
Now, if you don't follow any of my other pages, that is going to sound pretty weird, but just stay with me. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably know that I've been doing pole for like a year and a half now, and generally I just go to class. My teacher teaches me things. If they look cool, I post them to my Instagram, and that's that. But every once in a while, if I can't make the class, I'll just go to a pole hire and just play around on the pole. I'll just practice some things, do some spins, do some tricks, and just have a good time basically. So this week, as I can't make my pole class because I'm traveling, I'm doing an hour of pole hire. So I'm going to bring you along with me, mic'd up, just flip around the pole and trying not to give myself concussion. I also look like an absolute drowned rat because it's been raining outside my whole journey here and I got absolutely soaked in the rain earlier, so mind the appearance, and it's only going to get worse when I go into pole and start sweating my ass off. Anyways, enough rambling, we're going to drive straight into the studio now, so come with me and let's go do some pole. So I'm going to get started with a little bit of a warm-up, but to be honest, I have come literally almost straight from a upper body session. I literally finished training back and biceps like half an hour ago, so I'm pretty warm. If anything, I'm too warm to do pole. I have also just after that session eaten food, so kind of bloated, definitely not digested, so yeah, all the things that are a recipe for disaster on the pole. So looking forward to that, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta fit it in when you fit it in. So I'm already pretty warm, to be honest. I'll be real, after the back and biceps. So we're not going to go too crazy on this warm up, but we're just going to, again, moving a little bit, just in the upper body and the shoulders and etc. And I'll also do a little bit of the hips as well because I did train upper body, not lower. So my upper is a lot warmer. It's also chucking it down outside. So I pretty much ran here and I still got soaking. And my hair literally looks like a drowned rat. So, you know, if you're thinking, what the hell, Jade, you look like a mess, you would be right. I do. So let's also just completely ignore that and just not really talk about that too much. But yeah. Anywho, getting the shoulders moving a bit. A lot of people do a lot of different warm-ups for pole. I think also really, I would say it depends on where your own strengths, weaknesses and flexibility lies. So, and also depending on what you're actually gonna like practice that day, or what you intend to practice, or what shapes you intend to practice, should probably warm up those specific things more than anything. On today's agenda, there's a few things that I want to practice that I've been doing a bit more recently, and I want to just take more time to go over and practice a little bit further. And there's also a few things that I kind of want to try and teach myself, which, to be honest, is always chaos. Sometimes you will come in wanting to like teach yourself a certain thing, and then there's like absolutely no way that is happening. And sometimes I'll see videos of people doing things and I'm like, yeah, what? I can do that. And then I try it and it does not work. So everything that I intend to do today, it does not mean that I'm definitely going to do it. So anything that I actually want to do, there is no guarantee that I'm actually going to be able to do it. So it's kind of a trial and error. We'll have to actually see what happens, but I'm going to just start off with trying to learn a few things, teach myself a few things. It's definitely a lot harder to teach yourself via like Instagram and YouTube than it is with the teacher, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So I'll try and teach myself a few things. We'll see how that goes, and then based on that, I'll just practice some things that I know that I can actually do, so that I don't feel like a complete failure after this trial and error. I've also never done pole with a mic on. This is my first mic'd up pole video, so we'll see how that goes as well. And if all you hear is my heavy breathing and grunting, then I greatly apologise, but we'll see. So I did a few more warm-ups just off camera. Most of the stuff, to be honest, that I do for warm-ups of pole is just like hip mobility and upper body routines. So I posted a few different warm-up routines on my channel before, so if you're interested in any of those, you can check them out. They are just kind of hip mobility stuff and upper body warm-ups, so those are things that I basically do. So the first thing that I want to try and teach myself is a like full pole split, where you're in a full like front split but on the pole this way. So basically one leg up here, one leg down here, full split. So that already sounds very, very hard. So I'm quite afraid already, to be honest, about how that's going to go. I've watched quite a few tutorials and I still don't think that it's really going to go that smoothly. But we're going to find out. Also, the poles here aren't too high, so I don't really have much room for error. So we're going to see what happens. So genuinely watching the video of this girl doing this, I don't think there's any way in hell that I can do this. Like genuinely, I don't think it's going to happen, especially on this pole because it's quite low to the floor. So I might need to rethink what I'm actually going to do today. But anyways, so yeah, I don't think this is going to occur, but let's try. In the video, she shoulder mounts into a brass monkey, but genuinely from doing back, my traps are so tight right now. So I'm just going to not do that and I'm just gonna brass monkey this way. So she brass monkeys and then she hangs here. She goes up hand above, then she drops this leg down, she cups underneath this leg, and then she just goes into a split, but I'm already on the floor. So I'm like, what? I don't know. What the hell? Also, if I'm like gasping for breath this whole time, I swear I have decent cardio.
You sure about
but
that?
Today, my body is frazzled. I haven't had a rest day in like 10 days. So yeah, I can't get any higher though. Like literally, the pole stops here. So what am I meant to do? Brass monkey. Cup up. Underneath. Down. She then pushes this leg. What? Are you fucking crazy? I don't get when she extends the top leg. Or how. How or when or why. And how is she keeping the grip there? I'm so confused. Okay. I think, I don't know, sometimes I just keep trying. No, I don't really change anything. I just keep trying the same thing, which is probably not really advised, but ouch. Okay, so she comes underneath here, down. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. I need to watch this video again. Okay, so upon further investigation, she has her hands a lot closer together and also extended at the top, like at the top of the rep position. Her arms are like straight, and she also extends her top leg like just while she's extending the bottom leg. Anyways, I'm gonna add some chalk to this matter, just for shits and gigs, because that always helps. And we're gonna see. I'm out of breath just talking. This is not a good sign. Anyways, up we go. Okay. So hands close, and then leg down. Catch the leg and extend both legs. Arms straight. I don't know if that's it. Oh. Was that it? Yeah, the hips were not warm enough for that. Okay, so I filmed a few other attempts, which I will post to my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on there, it's jade__melody, and that's where I post like the actual done clips of me getting the move. However, I still don't really know if I got that. I think the flexibility is just not quite there yet to like comfortably in that position. But anyways, since I've done it, I have to do it on the other side just to practice both sides. Otherwise, my pole teacher will be so disappointed. So I have to practice both sides, even though I barely got the other side. We have to practice both sides. So here we go, up to the sky. Oh, I can't even brass monkey on this side. Holy guacamole. Oh, where the fuck is the pole? Yeah. Can you tell that that is my bad side? Probably. Probably. Yeah, see, I basically do it one time on the bad side, and then I go back to doing it on the good side. The bad side just, it don't make me feel good, I'll tell you that much. So we're going to do one more on the good side, and then we're going to move it on. So deep breaths, because I'm dying. Whew. Okay, then we scoop under, we go leg down, we catch the pole, we open to the split. And I'm way too close to the floor. So that does not help that position at all. That felt so ugly. Okay, so there's one more like new thing that I want to try and teach myself that I've never learned before, which will probably also look shocking. But the first time you do anything, it doesn't look great, and then you just come here and practice getting better at it. So I'm gonna try teach myself one more new thing, and then practice some things that I've done in the past but never perfected and try and perfect them. So one more new thing. Now this is like a little flip, which I'm not very good at flips. So I'm not really sure why I'm attempting this on my own. But here we are. So again, trying to learn off like an Instagram video is so hard. So basically, she's in a grip like this. She kicks her outside leg into like a split on the pole and then flips back over herself, which sounds as crazy as it looks and will probably feel as crazy too. So I think it's something like this. She then steps her outside leg and you have to then catch your outside leg on the pole. So like this, and then, ooh, that really hurt the back of my heel. Ouch, that hurt. Okay, so after you get into that position, you then have to bring the bottom leg back over the top and flip out of it that way. I'm equally as confused as you are, by the way. So, how do I not make that hurt my heel? That hurts so much. Okay. Ooh. And then she flips this way. Am I flipping my legs that way or that way? I think I have to flip them that way. Hang on, I need to watch this video. Okay, upon rewatching the video, I didn't even have the arms correct, so that's a fucking great start. So it's one down here and it's one in cup grip, which seems pretty crazy. But anyways, then it's the same thing, and then as you twizzle back, you kind of release this top hand as you go. So let's see if this makes any difference. Ooh, that was a lot harder. Cup grip. What? The cup grip makes it crazy. I don't know if I should do that. What? Maybe I need it higher. And then something tells me that wasn't it. I think you have to do a full like backflip as you're going over. Yeah, I learned more things from that video. So she has her hand slightly higher so that when she's in the split, both arms are straight. It's still beyond me what's going on here, but let's try anyway. So hands slightly higher so they're going to be straight when I kick up. So it's going to be boom, boom, straight. Maybe with more conviction. maybe not like that. Maybe, yeah, probably not. But I think it was better. Although that's pretty questionable, actually. So, okay, hands high. Step. I feel maybe if I didn't land like a freaking beluga whale, it might be better. So yeah, more lighter in your feet, Jade. Lighter in your feet. I feel inches away from giving myself concussion on the... Okay, what I possibly think I want to do as well is as I'm bringing my legs back over, I want to bring them like together and down here instead of like down here. Don't know if that makes any sense. So like as I'm going over, and then it's because I'm turning around the pole, I think. So I'm like twisting as I'm up there, which I don't want to do. So how do I not do that? how do I stop doing the incorrect thing? Probably by doing the right thing. Oh god, that landing is so ungraceful. What the hell? Okay, what am I doing wrong? What's going wrong here? Oh, that landing is so violent. Whew. I'm literally gonna break my little toe, like genuinely. Do I need to like tuck my chin or something? Like, is there something I'm missing here? I must be missing something because genuinely I feel like if I try again, I'm going to break my little toe. I'm doing it again anyways. Okay. No, like why is my body facing that way? What? Do I need to send my legs this way? Maybe. Like send my legs over that way. Oh! Okay, I literally landed with straight legs then. What is wrong with me? Ouch. Oh my god. Maybe I need to try the other side. Probably not. Like, probably should get it on one side before I start trying the other side, but, you know. Anywho. Okay, can't even kick the other leg up, so that's a great start. I'm so out of breath. Where do I go? Oh, I'm literally going to break something. Right, I'm going to try like 1 or 2 more times, and then I have to call it a day because I'm going to literally break my Achilles, my ankle, my toes, everything. So I think the main thing I need to do is like tuck my chin more. So like as I'm turning over, like actually try and make it like a backwards tuck, if that makes any sense. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not really sure where this arm's meant to be going. Like, what's it doing? It kind of feels like it's just in the way. Like, it feels like as I'm rotating down, it's pulling me to turn this way. I mean, I'm sure I'm just doing it wrong. Stop trying to blame everything else but yourself, Jade. Whew. Ooh, I mean, I landed like a ton of bricks, but I kind of, it wasn't right. It wasn't right, but it felt better. So is that improvement? Yes. Do we count it as a sleigh? Yes. Okay. Maybe? Maybe was that something? Questionable. I think I'm having my arm slightly higher. Maybe helps. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. My ankles are, yeah. They're broken. Okay, I really want to keep practicing those flips like all day because I feel like the more you practice, definitely the better it gets, and like you can put that same idea of that flip into like loads of different positions. But right now, I literally feel like my Achilles is gonna burst, so we're gonna move it on. Definitely need like a mat underneath me next time I try that because yeah, the Achilles are fuming. Anyways, in the meantime, I'm gonna practice something that I've done before, but not for ages, and I definitely could have got it better the last time I did it. So this is like a revisit, just to cover some other stuff. So I can't remember what this position's actually called. It's something like a needle or something, or is it bow and arrow? Something like that. But anyways, so we're gonna go hand underneath, catch, over, boom, boom. Ooh, ow. Something about that felt very wrong. I'm not sure what, but something there felt very wrong. Yeah. Something about that was not comfy. I don't know what though. Oh, again, it's really difficult to do any like climbing shapes in a studio where the poles are like really short, so that doesn't help. Right, I think I need to do that again because I'm not sure. I don't really know what happened there. Maybe it looked great, but it felt very weird. So let's go for a bit of a climb, then a seat. Stop spinning. Ooh. And I don't know how the hell you get out of that shape gracefully. So that's the exit. I don't even know if that looks good. Let's check. Yeah, I mean, the entry, because of how low I was to the floor, it's not great, but it definitely, the flexibility is better than the last time I did it. So I'm happy that I remembered the entry, and when I'm in a taller pole studio, I should be able to get that like quite clean. So that's good. Anyways, haven't got long left, so I'm trying to fit in like a lot today. Usually, to be honest, like I just focus on like 2 things and getting them really good, but I wanted to do a few things today. So the last thing I want to just practice is I've been practicing my like flag slash deadlift to what we call an Aisha, and so I've been getting better, but it's still not great, and I want to get better at it. So yeah, essentially that's what we're gonna do. I just need to make sure there is room for me here. So I've been doing this form, and then we do a little kick up, but at the moment, ooh, I'm usually able to do this quite smoothly. I don't really know what the vibe is today. So, boom, 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 boom. Ooh. So the issue is with this one, every time I do it, my bum is like way too far back, and I don't really know what position it should be at, to be honest with you. Like, it feels more comfortable to be further back, but it looks worse. So, I don't really know, to be honest. So watching that back, I think it did look better with my bum being higher. So I think even if it feels more uncomfortable, it is actually, like, it looks better. So I think I need to have like quite wide hands, and then I'm like spinning all over the pole. I'm going fucking whoopty whoop all over the freaking pole. But yeah, I think it's definitely better with my bum being a bit higher. What I want to start practicing is like coming down really slowly so that eventually I can go into like a flag or like a deadlift. But that is going to be very, very hard, and also there's not too much room here, so apologies if the angle is so weird for this, but I kind of have to do it facing this way. My bottom hand is just slipping all over the shop. I literally cannot. I always struggle with that. It's like my top hand can really pull me in well, but the push from the bottom hand is like not so good. But let's go again. Ooh. And unfortunately, I've pretty much run out of time. An hour goes so quickly, and I need to cool down, so unfortunately, time is running out. I'm gonna have a tiny bit of a play just on spinning pole really quickly, and then we'll be calling it a day. That's pretty much it. Unfortunately, the time goes so quickly when I'm practicing pole, like genuinely, it goes way, way too quick, because you have to warm up and cool down, etc. So that's why usually I just practice like 2 things and actually try and get them. You pretty much saw me get nothing today. I pretty much didn't succeed in anything that I wanted to succeed in. But it doesn't really matter. That's why we just keep practicing and practicing and practicing. And there's loads of things that I won't be able to get today that in a few months I'll be able to get. So it's no worries. And most of it is just about pissing about and having a good time anyway. So thanks so much for watching this absolute chaos. If you did enjoy it, make sure to subscribe to my channel and let me know what you want to see next time and whether you actually enjoyed watching me flip about and hurt myself on a pole. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks again, guys.